there's always the joke, let me show you my game with Gelfand, because I've shown it so much. But then I stopped showing it, so I haven't shown it in a long time. But this is one of my favorite games. A better question is, what was your peak elo? That's a good question. What's your elo now? That's a terrible question. Okay, so this is Finegold Gelfand from 1989. 36 years ago. God damn. It was played in Amsterdam in a tournament where I did really well, and I gained 43 rating points. So it was a Queen C2 Nimzo. Played C5, which is normal. Now he played a move I've never faced before or since. Queen C7. I guess the idea is to stop bishop F4. Controls the F4 square. So we transpose into some kind of hedgehog. And this position is rather equal. And it's not really clear what either side should do to improve their position. Both positions are fine. And instead of playing a normal move, like defer me in after him, he, I was one of the lowest rated players in the tournament. So Gelfand played a rather crazy move, trying to get complicated position. But the move is just awful. So I think if Gelfand was playing somebody his own strength, he would have just castled kingside and had an interesting game. It's kingpin. Queen takes c4 would be even worse than what he played. That's close. He castled long, and now the engine says white's winning. So all I did the rest of the game was attack his king, and I just kept attacking it, and then he resigned. So I played b4, which is correct. Typically, I play bishop h4 when somebody plays h6. But since the d-pawn can be attacked, I figure I'll gain a tempo. And what's funny about this is, for years, I was saying that Gelfand's next move was a mistake, but the engine says his next move is the best move, which surprises me because it's terrible. So he played e5. That's the engine move. g5 is not a good move. Played a4. Now he played a very poor move, rook d to g8. Gets his rook away from the center, and traps his rook on h8. So I played a5, which is one of the best moves. And then I played the best move, c5. And if he takes on c5, I was going to play b5, just opening up his king. The engine says this is resignable. He played g4, trying to get counterplay, but there is no counterplay. My bishop on g3 stops any attack against my king. His king is finished, so. Yeah, it says I'm up 5.6. And I haven't sacrificed anything. Material's equal. He just has a naked king. Okay, in this position, I played the best move. What move did I play? In 1989, when this game was played, I was 19. Knight b5, boner pull, blunders my queen on c2. Your variation makes no sense, King Ben. Leo SJS has the same... I don't know why you guys are giving up a rook. Rook a8, king b7, queen a4, rook takes rook. Why is everybody hanging the rook on a8? It's only attacked 50 times. Anyway, everybody in the chat is banned. Okay, anyway, queen a4 is the second best move, also winning. I played the best move, rook a8. And unlike the chat, my opponent did not play king b7. But if black plays king b7, what should white play? People who didn't write anything were banned earlier. Kingpin is correct for once. So after king b7, rook a7 check is a skewer. Then when he takes, I have this fork. Then I win. Engine announces mate in 9. 9. So he didn't play king b7 because rook a7 check wins. So he played knight b8. And then I played the best move again, and the game ended. Sensi is correct. The best kind of correct. Queen f5 check. Then he resigned. Again, if king b7, which now the engine says is the best move, rook a7 and knight here wins. If he plays knight d7, my intention was to take on e5. And he can throw this check in if he wants, but it's just one check. Now, I'm unleashing the latent potential of all my checkmates. So if he takes the bishop, this is checkmate, confusing the audience. But it is checkmate. If he moves his queen, I can sack my rook, then mate him on d7, or I can sack my queen and mate him on b8. It seems more logical to sack your queen, because that's more fun, than checkmate. Also, I have many moves that are like plus 20, like knight b5. But the engine actually announces mate with bishop takes e5. It says mate at 11. So after queen f5 check, he resigned. Now, funny trivia question. When the game ended, Gelfand asked me a question. What question did he ask me? He asked to do the procedure in 1989? God damn. No procedure necessary. No, he asked me how old I was because Gelfand didn't want to lose to somebody who was younger than him. I don't know why. And I told him I was 19 and he didn't like that because he was 20 or 21. So I was younger than him and I still am. However, he perked up when I told him my mother's maiden name is Gelfand, which is true. And he said, we are brothers because Gelfand and Gelfand is the same name. In Russia, a G and an H are like that, son. I'm still younger than him. That's right.